Tonight on KOTA Territory News at 5:30, there's a simple way that you can help your community and you don't have to spend much money. Plus, for one day only, people get a chance to save cash on warrants this holiday. We'll explain how it works. And Governor Larry Roden is getting ready to address the state legislature. We'll share how it may affect your wallet. Your news starts now.
From Skyline Drive, this is KOTA Territory News at 5:30.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jack Cottle. Money's tight at the State House as Governor Larry Roden plans to deliver his 2025 budget address tomorrow. The governor will remind the lawmakers that South Dakota doesn't spend the money it doesn't have. So don't expect big new spending in the next fiscal year. Last fiscal year, the state's tax revenue was essentially flat and investment returns fell short, leaving less wiggle room. A Creighton University study warns that a weak regional economy could keep that pressure on revenues. That means Roden will likely protect schools, local government, and health services. This money is the people's money, not ours, Roden said in the statement Friday, talking about his budget principles. Lawmakers will debate the plan this winter, and a final budget is expected by March. KOTA Territory News plans on live streaming his address on social media beginning at noon our time. And be sure to tune in to KOTA Territory News at 10. One South Dakota lawmaker voices his concerns over the state's budget. That is coming up tonight at 10. Tribal leaders across the U.S. and here in South Dakota and KOTA Territory are angry, saying without being consulted first, more than a dozen Native American education programs were transferred to several federal departments. The Trump administration several weeks ago announced an interagency agreement between the Departments of Education and Interior for the transfer of Native education programs. Several of the programs transferring to DOI include tribal college-related programs, Native languages, Title VI, and Alaska Native and Native Hawaiian education. Tribal leaders say they were not consulted by the DOE before making the announcement. It is legally required for the department to consult with tribal leaders on decisions that could have tribal implications.
Without that ability to weigh in, without that ability to take control and voice exactly what's needed for us, then that is a failure of that nation-to-nation relationship.
She says not only are their tribal leaders angered by the decision, there are also leaders thinking about the possibilities and opportunities the transfer may bring. A spokesman for the DOE said they plan on consulting with the tribes as the transfer has not begun yet. Well, after a cold weekend, temperatures turned a bit warmer today. Will this stick around? Chief Meteorologist Xavier Stradling is here to let us know. Actually felt almost a little balmy out there today after what we've been through.
It's crazy what a cold weekend can do to a high temperature near 40 degrees, Jack. It was pretty nice today. 30s for nearly everyone in KOTA Territory. We had a 40 out at the Rapid City Airport, 28 up towards Faith. Otherwise, not too bad compared to what we were the past couple of days. Current temperatures are falling into the 20s for much of KOTA Territory. Now that we're making our way into the evening hours, teens up towards Lemon and Shade Hill. We are tracking increasing cloud cover this evening. As those clouds move in from the northwest, they will bring some snow showers to parts of KOTA Territory. We'll notice a few tonight, but better chances for tomorrow and into tomorrow night. We are keeping an eye on some winter weather advisories for Sheridan County and Carter County. And parts of Wyoming and Montana will also be keeping an eye on the northern Black Hills. No advisory as of now, but I'll detail what we're expecting from the slight snow coming up later on.
A Pine Ridge man was sentenced today after pleading guilty to involuntary manslaughter in a drunk driving crash that killed a woman. 33-year-old Kevin Hunter pleaded guilty in September. According to the factual basis statement, Hunter was driving under the influence in Ogallala, Lakota County when he crossed into the oncoming lane while speeding and hit a van in May of 2024. In court, Hunter's attorney said Hunter has, quote, taken full responsibility for the incident, while prosecutors said it was, quote, a miracle he hasn't killed himself or anyone else. Before he was sentenced, Hunter addressed the court, simply apologizing to the victim's family. Hunter was sentenced to 3 years in federal prison and will be on supervised release for an additional 3 years. And Jamie Main was also sentenced in federal court today for theft of mail. Main worked as a U.S. Postal Service worker at the Piedmont Post Office when he says he opened 3 envelopes and stole cash from 3 greeting cards last November. After taking the money, Main said he tore up the cards and threw the mail pieces out. He then took the trash with the torn cards to the dumpster outside the post office to hide the theft. Main was sentenced to 2 years of probation and must pay a $1,500 fine. Do you have an old warrant that you want to get cleared? Well, tomorrow might be the day to check it off your to-do list. For the second year, the Pennington County Sheriff's Office is hosting its Warrants Holiday. Anyone with an outstanding warrant can stop by the Public Safety Building on Kansas City Street from 7 to 9 a.m. to have all warrant fees waived. Fees are $25 per warrant. They can add up quickly, make it difficult for some people to settle their legal matters. The captain of the Warrants Division tells KOTA Territory News the Pennington County Sheriff's Office wants the community to enjoy the holiday season, and waiving fees can help reduce holiday stress.
When folks have warrants, sometimes they just get a ticket and they just forget about it or something like that. And normally they don't get to take care of it on their terms. It's whenever they get pulled over again or they have contact with law enforcement. So this is a time that they can pick the time, the date, and do it on their terms and just take care of it.
Anyone who gets their warrants resolved tomorrow will be able to see a judge in the afternoon and have everything cleared the same day. Coming up later on KOTA Territory News at 5:30, you'll soon get to ice skate in One Rapid City Park. We'll show you where. And there's a way you can help people in your community tomorrow. We'll look ahead to Giving Tuesday. Those details are up in 2 minutes. Giving Tuesday is coming tomorrow. More than 400 South Dakota nonprofits are teaming up for a push to raise money, recruit volunteers, and shine a light on organizations helping people right here in our neighborhoods. KOTA Territory Zeta Jones explains how it works.
It started as a follow-up to Black Friday and Cyber Monday, encouraging people to spend more money, but not on shopping.
We started to really say, okay, well, what do we want to do to give back? And so Giving Tuesday was started to specifically give back in their communities here in South Dakota.
Nonprofits across the state raised about $1.1 million during last year's Day of Giving, but the impact was greater than just the number.
We know that there's more people out there who also signed up to volunteer that day, who signed up to become a board member that day. It's just really exciting. We know that people give all year round, but it's great to sort of harness this excitement and really see what we can do with one day.
One of this year's local campaigns is for the South Dakota School of Mines.
Things like their Museum of Geology is a really awesome community service that doesn't just exist, it exists when people support it.
Their mineralogy project lost federal funding this year, putting the project and paid student positions at risk.
These collections allow us to help learn more about the world around us. Like, we house a lot of specimens that are from the Black Hills itself. As time goes on, these minerals deteriorate and fall apart, so they need constant upkeep and care. If we do not get funded, then we are unable to continue our work.
Go to our website at kotatv.com for a list of participating organizations in our area. And you don't have to write a big check to make a difference.
If you have the ability to get out and give, that is amazing. But if you can't give, that's okay. We really talk about how it's an awesome day just to become an advocate. Maybe they need volunteers. Maybe they just need people to tell other people about the work that they're doing.
Reporting in Rapid City, Zeta Jones, KOTA Territory News.
And Chief Meteorologist David Stradling is tracking upcoming snow chances. The details are in your accurate First Alert forecast next.
Now, the First Alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist David Stradling.
Clouds are increasing in KOTA Territory this evening, and that's going to bring in a few light snow showers overnight tonight, but a better chance will be more towards tomorrow, into the afternoon and overnight into Wednesday morning. Right now, we're tracking this little system in the northern Rockies. We're going to be continuing to push our way as we go throughout the night and into tomorrow. There are some winter weather headlines to talk about. We have winter weather advisories for Sheridan, east of the Bighorns there, Carter County, including Ekalaka and Alzada. We're going to be keeping an eye on the northern Black Hills as an advisory might be needed, but it's not going to be anything extremely significant. It will, though, create some slippery roads. So let's take a look at our hour-by-hour forecast. Clouds continue to move in this evening. A few snow showers are possible at times. A better chance will be throughout the day tomorrow, especially into the afternoon and evening. Those will continue going into Wednesday morning, mainly towards the northern hills, though a few isolated snow showers will linger elsewhere. By the middle of the day, a couple may be hanging on, but those should start to deteriorate as we go into the afternoon hours and diminish. And then it's going to be pretty nice going back into Wednesday with sunshine, but it's going to feel colder. Here's what we're looking at in our first alert snowfall forecast. We are going to be keeping an eye on the northern hills, about 2 to 4 inches towards Lee Deadwood, 1 to 3 near Spearfish, also 1 to 3 into Ekalaka, a dusting to 2 inches from Sheridan to Gillette, into Sundance, and possibly even over towards Sturgis. Many others across western South Dakota and other portions of northeast Wyoming likely going to get less than an inch. So it's not going to be anything too widespread, mainly just some of those upslope factors that we're going to be keeping an eye on in terms of that snowfall. Now, after that front moves through, brings in those snow showers, it's going to get cold for us on Wednesday. High temperatures will be in the teens up towards Faith, 20s for many others, near 30 over towards Sheridan, but overall we are going to be noticing some cooler temperatures. After tomorrow's highs are going to be in the 30s and 40s. We'll be down into the 20s for many on Wednesday. But as we go into the rest of this week, we'll warm back up, a little bit cooler on Saturday. However, we focus on Sunday the 7th all the way into that following week, the 11th there. Above normal temperatures are likely to return to KOTA territory. We're talking about highs in the 40s most likely, but a few days may flirt with the 50s. That'll be something we need to keep an eye on going forward as well. In terms of moisture, it does remain above normal for us, but it's going to be a couple of those systems that bring some rain or snow showers. Nothing significant across the region, but it will be something we'll be watching during that time period as well, as we're always welcoming moisture in this part of the country here. Our temperatures overnight tonight will be down in the teens and 20s. Will become cloudy with a few snow showers at times. Better chance for snow showers throughout the day tomorrow, especially later in the day. We'll have highs in the 30s and 40s. Rain and snow showers will be likely, and then we'll be having a few snow showers Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Colder on Wednesday, 20s for many. We'll rebound a little bit into Thursday with 30s to near 40 on Thursday for Sheridan. In the Black Hills, we're in the 20s on Wednesday. 31 over towards Hot Springs with 30s likely into Thursday after snow showers Tuesday and Tuesday night. Similar for the South Dakota Plains, 20s Wednesday as colder air settles in, but just for one day. As we're back into the 30s on Thursday, we'll warm up a little bit more into Friday in some parts. We'll stay in the 40s for Rapid City Thursday and Friday. It does get breezy on Friday with a few showers possible late in the day, but Friday night into Saturday we could have a few more snow showers possible before those mid to upper 40s return to begin next week.
You know, we've been talking about our snowblower contest. We got a little more than an inch of snow, but not within the parameters that brings the contest to an end.
Correct. It's very picky when it comes to the rules, but we got 1.5 inches of snowfall in Rapid City. However, it's within a day period. So for Friday, we got 0.9 inches, and Saturday, we got 0.6. So technically, according to the rules, no winner yet. So the voting is still open. So put your submissions in, and hopefully we can get rid of that sooner than later. I was hoping it was a Black Friday prize for somebody.
It's going to happen, though.
It will, one of these days.
All right. Thank you very much, David. Well, coming up, some of the area's top football and volleyball players earn all-state honors. Plus, we check in with the Spearfish volleyball team as the Spartans racked up an impressive win total this season. Vic Quick has all the details next in KOTA Sports.
And now, KOTA Territory Sports, sponsored by your local Ford stores.
Good evening, everybody. St. Thomas More volleyball player Anna Henry racked up 1,037 assists and 216 digs this season en route to earning second-team All-State honors. The Cavs' Leighton Shearer has been named honorable mention All-State. The junior rattled off 445 kills and 68 blocks as STM finished with a 30-11 record. Now, while the Spearfish volleyball team came up short in its quest to reach the state tournament, the Spartans turned in a nice season. Spearfish racked up a 20-13 record before falling to Mitchell in the Sodak 16. Some of the highlights of the season were a pair of wins against Sturgis and a victory against Belfouche. Shelby Richards just wrapped up her fourth season as head coach of the team, and the former Belfouche standout enjoyed coaching this strong group of players that worked well together as a single unit.
Hitting has been a really strong piece for us as long as we can kind of keep in our offense. But overall, these girls play really well together, and our front row, back row, when it comes together, this is a very strong team. So we just have to keep working to that, but we have really aggressive serves, so there's definitely some pieces that keep us on the successful side depending on who our matchup is. And we really push being student athletes, and they really do a great job at that. So if we were to walk in the gym now, a lot of them are doing their homework prior to the match. A lot of our kids are taking dual credit classes, so they do have some tough ones that they're trying to navigate volleyball season and those classes, but overall they're very kind kids. They get along great.
Congrats to the Spearfish volleyball team on a great season, getting things done both on the court and in the classroom. Phillip lineman Cole Finn has earned first-team All-State honors. Scotty's defensive back Tice Gropper has also been named first-team All-State. They helped lead Phillip to an impressive 8-2 record this season. Harding County Bison linebacker Lincoln Wickstrom joins him on the first-team All-State list. Now, as you might imagine, the state champs from Wall are very well represented on the 9A All-State team. Eagles running back Jace Moore earned first-team honors, was also named the 9A Player of the Year. Wide receiver Dawson Hancock picks up first-team All-State honors, along with lineman Kyler Kierstand, Rylan Kierner, and Ryan Billmeyer. Younger Amiot and Tanner Vollmer have also been named first-team All-State. Trevor Schulz picked up honorable mention All-State honors, and Wall's Lex Heathershaw is your 9A Coach of the Year. The Black Hills State and South Dakota Bines men's and women's basketball teams are set to renew their rivalry in Rapid City tomorrow night. The Yellow Jackets' Miles Johnson has been named the RMAX Defensive Player of the Week. He averaged 1.5 blocks and 1.5 steals and a pair of wins at the Dakota Challenge up in Bismarck last week. Should be fun tomorrow night. Those games will tip off the women's game at 5:30, men's game at 7:30 tomorrow night over at South Dakota Mines. Of course, I'll have all your highlights back here tomorrow at 9 and 10. College football, it is on to round 2 of the FCS playoffs. SDSU and USD both got impressive wins on Saturday. Some big games coming up this Saturday. The Jackrabbits hit the road to take on the University of Montana. That should be a fun game in Missoula, and USD is going to head south down to Georgia to take on Mercer. Both those games coming up on Saturday. All right, that's going to do it for sports. Back over to Jack.
Thank you, Vic. Still to come, you get a chance to ice skate at a dog park in Rapid City. We'll show you where after the break. Be sure to tune in to Dakota Territory News at 6 on Fox. There are a few things you need to know before shipping your holiday gifts ahead of Christmas. We have tips and tricks to help make shopping less stressful. That is at 6 on Fox. Well, anyone looking to practice their figure skating moves or get a pickup game of hockey in will soon have a nice spot to do just that. City Parks and Recreation crews are gearing up to flood and mop the Brayburn Park ice rink in Rapid City. Every year, typically in mid-December, depending on weather conditions, the ice rink becomes ready for use for anyone interested. For decades, the rink has served as a fun pastime for locals wanting to shred the ice or slap a few pucks around. 6 years ago, after public request, the city gave the rink a much-needed makeover, patching up the old boards and installing lights. The city's Parks Division managers said crews have been removing leaves and sticks from the rink, along with other tasks to get it ready.
We do put in a liner each year too, so kind of a plastic liner that'll cover that to try to hold the moisture or hold that water in there so it doesn't, evaporate so fast, and makes a little better surface for skating even underneath.
Along with Brayburn Park, the city will also be putting in a sheet of ice at Wilson Park, as they have been for years. One of the great things about going to the Brayburn Park, when you can bring your dog and run around at the dog park at the same time.
Exactly, yeah, that's a lot of fun. And another fun fact is, if anyone loses any hockey pucks, my dog loves to find them and play with them. So maybe if you need to find some missing pucks, just send my dog out and she'll get them for you.
It can be like the Sandlot.
Exactly. We're tracking some cooler temperatures in the forecast. Nothing too warm, so maybe some good weather to get out on the ice. Starting off tomorrow in the 20s, climbing into the 30s. We'll top out in the low 40s. A few snow showers are possible throughout the day, mixing in with some rain showers for those who are in the 40s. Some snow showers in the morning hours Wednesday, colder at 28, 42 on Thursday, 41 but breezy for Friday. A few snow showers are possible late Friday, especially Friday night into Saturday, where some light accumulations are possible. We're also tracking some light accumulations Tuesday into Tuesday night for the northern hills, southeast Montana, and northern portions of northeast Wyoming. For the weekend, we're 35 Saturday, but warming up going into next week. We do have some 40s on tap Sunday, and even warmer on Monday.
You got that 7-day up there, and you got 5 days of those 7 in the 40s, so
it's looking better for us, especially after this weekend where it was quite chilly.
All right, some people want to get the cold, get the snow, and get the skiing going.
Exactly, yes.
All right, that'll do it for us. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you tonight at 10.
Thanks for watching KOTA Territory News, your local news and weather authority.